Good evening, everybody, and welcome to a sold-out crowd here at beautiful Braden River High School. I'm Harry Lavisa from Pirate Nation Sports Network, honored to bring you my 7th year up here broadcasting Pirate-based football here at the River. And folks, we got an exciting one here on opening night for the Pirates. We have the Palmetto Tigers coming to town. They are 1-0 to start their season. Braden River hoping to start their season with a nice win here at Braden River. And folks, we're just going to have a fun matchup here. All-time Braden River. Palmetto leads the overall series 8 wins and 6 wins for Braden River. And folks, for Palmetto, they are led by their sophomore quarterback Xander Smith. Last week, folks, against Gibbs, had 13 completions for 201 yards, 2 touchdowns. So it is going to be a jam-packed game here for Palmetto. And once again, folks, if you read the Herald Tribune, Palmetto has 5 of the top 15 recruits in the state. So it is going to be a jam-packed game here for Braden River. Nick Tree in the offense. It's going to be a fun one here at Braden River, folks, as we are ready for Palmetto. Braden River here momentarily. Here comes Braden River onto the field now. Braden River once again had a nice season last year, losing in the second round of the playoffs to Jesuit. Here as Palmetto comes onto the field after Palmetto had a great season last season, going 5-7, but going deep into the playoffs, into the semifinals. And they ended up losing to Jesuit like Braden River did, because Jesuit is just that kind of team, folks. They are just really, really good. So Braden River is ready here as well for Palmetto. And folks, this series dates back to 2008. Braden River's first playoff game is when they faced the Palmetto Tigers back in 2008, and Braden River taking the victory 30-17 and advancing to the second round of the playoffs back in 2008. And folks, interesting fact about that was Braden River's second year of football playing here in high school. So it was a great, great matchup, and there's a lot of storied history here between these two programs. If you remember back in 2018, it was that wild finish at the end of the game, Braden River holding on over Palmetto, and walked all the way to Venice, unfortunately, to lose that one. As we are ready for football here, it looks like Braden River is still in the huddle here. As Braden River looks like they won the toss and deferred to the second half. Palmetto will start their off ready to go here. Out deep for Palmetto, looks like number 80, 81, Joe Hills, and number 1, Andres Munoz for Palmetto. Bruno Reyes ready to kick it off as we start week 2 here of high school football here in Manatee County. Braden River, Palmetto, strap in, folks, here we go. And it's a good kick there by Bruno. He's going to, looks like it was looks like number 80 for Palmetto. 81, Joe Hills wanted to take it out, but looks like just bobble it, and that will be a touchback. So good start, good interesting luck here for Braden River on special teams. As Palmetto will headline their starting offense, ready to go here, led by that sophomore quarterback, Xander Smith. So Smith, so far, he started his high school career at Bradenton Christian, then transferred to Palmetto. He is just the 4th freshman to lead Palmetto under Coach Dave Marino as head coach of Palmetto. As we are ready to go here, Smith ready to go here in the shotgun. Has number 21, Gavon Williams, as a featured back. Here's the snap. Smith going to take it, wants to throw out deep. And almost intercepted. Intended receiver was number 7, Zamarius Lang. And Lang, once again, for Palmetto, was the quarterback last year for Palmetto after Smith went down. So, interesting play to go open it up here on a big play. Great stop there by Braden River's number 15, Javon Moore. As now this will bring up second down. Smith now ready at the line here. Smith's got it. Pitches back to Lang. Lang's going to roll around the edge. Has a lot of room. main the open field at the 40. 50, 40, now 20, 10, 5. That's going to be a touchdown for Palmetto. Great starting drive there. Nice little indirect. So that will put Palmetto on the board, set 6-0 over Braden River with 11:40 left here in the first quarter. Great drive there from Palmetto. Do a little flea flick to the right side and have Lang just send it down the right sideline for a touchdown for Palmetto. Braden River was not ready on defense there for that one. So Palmetto starts with the early lead, 6-0. Number 45 for Keyshawn Williams ready to kick it for Palmetto. Snap down, kick on the way. Kick is good. So Palmetto gets on the board early. 7-0 over Braden River here on Pirate Nation Sports Network. So quickly, Palmetto gets on the board 6-0. A 7-0 correction. As now we will see Braden River's offense for the first time tonight. Out deep for Braden River, number 4, Troy Holman, and number 22, Isaiah Edwards. Keyshawn Williams kicks it away for Palmetto. And it looks like Edwards will take it. Edwards going to be tripped up at about just shy of the 30-yard line. So that is where we will see Nick Trier and the Braden River offense head back out onto the field here for their first drive of the night. So once again, 2 weeks ago was a preseason game against Leonard. Little inconsistent for Nick Trier out there on his first game back after the injury-shortened season last year. So we have a lot to expect for Nick Trier this year, and he is an UAB commit for Braden River. And Braden River's had a storied tradition of getting their quarterbacks committed to D1 colleges. Brian Gagg to Eastern Carolina, Shockey Atrist to Rice, and now UAB with Nick Trier, as Trier will headline with offense, starting with number 7, Trevon Pinder, the featured back. So Trier ready to go here. Play action, throws it to Cravon Kuntz. Cravon Kuntz with a couple of yards there, just shy of the first down. Looks like he will get that first down. So a good start there from Braden River to move the chains. Get it to about the 37-yard line. So a fresh new set of downs coming for the Pirates. Trevon Pinder continues to be the featured back for the Pirates. Palmetto stuff in the box here. Looks like they're expecting a run here by Braden River. Here's the snap, gives it to Pinder. Pinder goes around the edge. Pinder taken down, maybe for a gain of about 5 yards. And once again, Trevon Pinder has been that workhorse for Braden River last year, coming in for the injured Justice McDaniels on the first play of the game last year. And Trevon led the county in rushing, led the county in touchdowns last year, and is continuing to be that workhorse that Coach Bradley relies on for his offense. As they bring up now second and about 7 now coming out for Braden River as they line up in the I formation. Trier ready to go here. Pinder continues to be the featured back. Number 17, Sammy Levita, and number 19, AJ Kasusi line up out wide for the Pirates. Here's the snap, high snap, gives it to Pinder. Pinder is going to get Pinder still on his feet and will get that Braden River first down. Continues to be that workhorse Coach Sanders and relies on. So moves Braden River into Palmetto territory at midfield. So another fresh set of downs for Braden River. As this offense continues to roll, they've looked a lot sharper here on this opening drive than 2 weeks ago against Leonard. Palmetto here has to make a stop here. They're stuffing the box yet again. Trier's got it. Low snap. Wants to keep it. Has Cravon. Cravon's got it. Cravon still on his feet. Very close to that first down line. Looks like he's going to be about a yard short. So a 2nd and 1 coming up here for Nick Trier as he continues to move this Braden River offense. So this has to make Coach Sanders very, very happy is what he's seeing so far here on this opening drive for Braden River. A lot of throws, and that's something we didn't see in that preseason game against Leonard. We saw a lot of run plays, and that's what Braden River has been known for, pounding that rock. But tonight they're coming a little more flair on the offense here. And that O-line is doing wonders so far here in this first drive. Oh, it looks like they looked like they wanted Palmetto a flag there for encroachment, but won't be called. So 2nd and 1 coming up for Braden River. Trier's got it, gives it to Pinder. Pinder's got the first down. Pinder's still on the move. Pinder into Palmetto territory inside the 40. Great run there by Travion Pinder to bounce off his offensive line, find that hole, and just get that first down for the Pirates. Automatic. That is an automatic first down for Braden River. So Braden River continues to get into Palmetto territory. As we call, looks like a timeout called by Braden River. Braden River having a good drive here. 8:22 left here in the first quarter. You are watching Pirate Nation Sports Network. Braden River ready to go here, coming out of the timeout. Trier ready to go. A lot of confidence in that Braden River offense so far here in this opening drive. Number 9 now, Roy Bouchette now checks in at running back for the Braden River Pirates. Transfer for the Pirates from Southeast. Here's the snap. Gives it to Bitchert. Bitchert around the edge. Bitchert still on his feet. Gains a couple yards there. So Burchett ready, getting a couple extra yards. And that's the thing with Braden River. Last year, they had that 1-2 with Lamonte Umis, continuing the back ground and pound. So that is going to be Braden River's MO here as they continue to go here in this first half here. A couple subs checking in now for the Pirates here, as this will bring up a 2nd and about 5 coming up for the Pirates deep into Palmetto territory. Braden River's got to come away with a scoring drive here, because this is Palmetto, folks. This is going to be a dogfight every yard, every snap, every play. That is just what Palmetto does. It's going to be a dogfight. Shearer's got it. Open receiver, number 87. He's still on a feet. Still on a Cody Hallcat with the reception, and that will bring up 1st and goal for the Pirates, and that puts them in the red zone for the first time tonight. So what a play there to go on the play action. Trier to see his man, and the Braden River tight ends. There's been legendary. Travis, Toby, all of them, they have been electric for Braden River, and that's what Cody Hallcat has got to do for the Pirates here. And he's only, folks, a sophomore, so he's going to be seeing a lot of him. So 1st and goal, ready to go for Trier. Here's a snap, gives it to Pinder. Pinder around the edge, taken down immediately by number 6 for Palmetto, Jamal Williams. So this will bring up 2nd and goal for the Pirates. Same unit stays on the field for the Pirates. Palmetto last week destroying Southeast 50-0 for their opening win. So this is going to be a first test for Palmetto. Here's a snap. Trier will play action. Want to throw it on the end. Touchdown, Braden River! Number 3, Aiden Dangler. What a play there by Aiden Dangler. And we see him a lot on defense. We're going to see him as a wild card action there, folks. Braden River gets on the board. Fire the cannons. Go to the casino. Make some money. That's a Braden River touchdown. So 6-7 Braden River, pending the extra point there by Bravo. Snap down, kick on the way. Kick is good. 7-7 tie. 6:32 left here in the first quarter. Folks, this is sit back, enjoy yourself, get some popcorn. This is going to be an excellent football game here in beautiful Braden River here on Pirate Nation Sports Network. 7-7 Braden River, Palmetto, as Braden River has a wonderful drive. Be honest with you, folks, that's one of the best drives. I've been broadcasting games for 7 years here at Pirate Nation Sports network. That's probably one of the best drives I've ever seen here on an opening drive for Braden River. So 7-7 here against Palmetto as they kick it away, and that will be a touchback. As now we will see Xander Smith and his offense come back out on the field after quickly going right down the field and scoring. So if Braden River wants to win this game, this is where the key is. They got to stand up on defense. They got to make plays. They got to contain Xander Smith and that offense. Because, folks, if they don't, you saw it on the first drive, they are going to run all over this field. So Braden River's key is they got to stop the offense against Palmetto. As we head out now here, Coach Bradley giving the last talk to that defense. Go out and get them. Go use the edge rushers and go get Xander Smith. Make him uncomfortable. As that defensive unit led by number 3, Aiden Dangler, as we saw on the touchdown. And folks, if Braden River wants to have success tonight, I will be saying a lot of Aiden Dangler sack time, because that is going to be the key here. So Xander Smith and his offense will start from the 20-yard line. Smith's going to line up in the shotgun. Here's the snap. Wants to throw it. Has a almost intercepted number 33 for Braden River. Threw it right at him. Micah Fred. It threw him right at him. That could have been a pick for the Pirates. Smith got lucky on that one. So that will bring up second down. Smith comes to the line here on a 2nd and 10. Number 21 for Kavon Williams will be the featured back for Palmetto. Lines up in the shotgun. Here's the snap. Play action. Wants to throw it. Gives it to a wide open number 2 for Palmetto. Rock Lodge. And Rock, he is a big-time receiver for them. Had a big game last week against Gibbs, going 8-17, 3 receptions, 88 yards last week for Lodge. As Smith now ready to go here, 3 wide receivers split to the left, 1 on the right. Here's the snap. Smith's got it, wants to throw. A lot of time. Blitz coming off the edge for the Pirates, and incomplete. Flag on the play. That's going to be pass interference against number 2, Connor Kish. And looks like there was a lot of contact there, and that's going to be an easy 15 for Palmetto. Coach Bradley not happy about the call there, but that's clear-cut pass interference. He had him hooked on that end. That's going to give Palmetto a free 5 yards. Disappointing there for Braden River. They had Palmetto beat on a 3 and out, but that's going to be very disappointing there. So it gives Palmetto a fresh new set of downs and new life here on this drive. Here he goes, gives it to Williams. Williams goes absolutely nowhere. Maybe a gain of 1. So this will bring up 2nd and 9 coming up now for Palmetto here. As Palmetto now comes to the line, 2nd and 9. Here's a snap and a flag immediately. And that looks like it's going to be a false start. Looks like, correction, it'll be a delay of game, so that's going to back them up 5 yards. So a 2nd and 14 coming up here for Palmetto as Smith ready to go here. Here's the snap. Smith got it. Throws out to Lodge. Incomplete. Ball went on the ground. So that will bring up now a 3rd and long coming up for Palmetto. So now a big decision coming up here for Braden River. On defense here, they got to make a stop to ease this drive and get Palmetto off the field. So, 3rd and long coming up here for Palmetto. Smith's going to line up in the shotgun. Here's the snap, play action. Wants to throw it. Blitz coming by the Pirates. Incomplete. Great pressure there by number 6 for Braden River, Marcus Waiters, and number 28, Neon Newell. And that is going to be a big-time stop for the Pirates, and they're going to bring the punt unit onto the field. What a great stop there by Braden River on defense. Number 1, Cravon Kuntz will be out at his own 20 to return it. And once again, folks, we talk about Braden River punt returners. There's a great history of them. You got my good friend, Jack Milner, one of the all-time best. And he is following in one of Jack's footsteps here, as well as Robbie Gerker and many other Braden River punt returners. And looks like a flag on the play. Looks like too many men on the field for Palmetto. So that's going to back them up even more. Another 5 yards. So what a disappointing drive here by Palmetto. With 4:43 left here, this can't be good for Palmetto here so far. And Braden River's got to capitalize on that right now. They got Palmetto going the opposite way. That means Braden River's got to come out here, guns blazing, get that ball in the end zone, get a scoring opportunity. Punt is on the way here, and Cravon's going to let it sail all the way to about the 23-yard line. So that is where Nick Trier and his offense for Braden River will come back out onto the field in a 7-7 tie here on Pirate Nation Sports Network.
Pirate Nation, hop on the Snapchat, use the Braden River filters, post on Captain's Cargo on Instagram, and get free beer.
So Braden River's offense will come back out onto the field here after a great stop on defense there by the Pirates. As Nick Trier ready to go, have Roy Burchett as the featured back. Here's the snap, gives it to Burchett. Burchett's going to go around the edge. Burchett makes a man miss, going to gain about a yard there. And once again, Burchett, last year we saw him at Southeast, and he was a very, very good running back, produced well for the Seminoles last year, transfers to Braden River, and he's going to be that 1-2 punch Coach Sanders always likes in the Braden River offense. As we now come up here on a 2nd and 8 coming up for Braden River. Trier's ready to go here. Comes the line in the shotgun. Burchett to his right. Here's the snap. Going to pitch it to Burchett. Burchett has an open lane. Burchett taken down immediately. It looks like number 8. Clayton Bodden. So this will bring a 3rd and 10 coming up now for the Pirates. Now, we saw some great play actions on that last play, and that's maybe what we're going to see here. Empty set here coming for Trier. Man coverage set up here by Palmetto defense. Getting the signal here by Coach Sanders, the audible call. Trier now ready, heads to the line. 3-man front shown by Palmetto. Here's the snap. Trier's got it. Blitz coming off the edge. Trier, a lot of time, gets it away. Incomplete. Intended receiver, looks like was Cravon Kuntz. He had that first down. Looks like he just tripped before he got to the ball. So that will be a 3-and-out for Braden River, and that will bring on the punt unit for Braden River. And a good drive there by Palmetto to stop the bleeding on that last drive.
Number 25, Bruno Roos in the punt for the Pirates.
Russo ready to go here. Going to shift the edge here. Players coming on and off for Palmetto. Here's the snap. kick it away. A great snap there by Trent Hedgepeth. Flag immediately on the play there. And taken down, they did not offer a fair catch, so that is why number 22 for Braden River, Joshua Edwards, went in for the returner, and a flag on the field immediately.
Flag on the play.
As we wait on the call here by the officials. And it looks like it's going to be on Braden River, as Coach Bradley is going right down to that official on the right, in the east end zone, in the south end zone. Coming back here, looks like we've got the timeout. Looks like it's a legal substitution against Palmetto. So this is going to back Palmetto up here, as they are still trying to clean up here the foul. As they back Palmetto up now. It looks like actually the penalty was declined. So this will bring up a 1st and 10 from about the 27-yard line. Also, we want to give a nice shout out to a former Braden River teacher of mine, Miss Welch, watching from her home. We want to say hello to Miss Welch watching. As looks like they are ready to, looks like the chains are set and the offense comes out for Palmetto. As we are ready to go. Xander Smith on last drive was a very disappointing drive there by Smith, trying to right the old wrongs here, but the Braden River defense here so far, aside from the first drive tonight, has been very stellar. As a 1st and 10 comes up here from the 28. As Smith now lines up in the I formation. Here's a snap, pitches to Williams. Williams runs into his own guy and then taken down. So that's going to be a loss of a couple yards, maybe about 2 yards there. So that will bring up 2nd and about 12 coming up here for Palmetto. And so far they are going backwards here on this opening quarter. And it looks like a timeout called by Braden River. So we will take a quick timeout. 2:27 left here in the first quarter. This is Pirate Nation Sports Network. All right, coming out of the timeout here. 2nd and 12 coming up here for Palmetto. As now new featured back comes in, checks in number 13. For Palmetto. Here's a snap. Smith got it, wants to throw deep, throws out to a wide open Raj. Incomplete double coverage. He had it in his hands, but number 11, Marcus Galloway, batted that ball away. So this will bring up a 3rd and long coming up now for Palmetto.
Third down, Pirate Nation, let's hear you.
Great, and ready to go here for Palmetto. Martin Ban moved to number 13. Kamari Magwood ready to go here, and that will bring up 4th down for Palmetto here. It looks like they couldn't get it. They ran it up the gut. And they're going to keep their offense out on the field here, so an early gamble coming up here, and they're going to throw some dice down and try to risk it here on 4th and long. Smith ready to go, and looks like they got Braden River the jump. So the gamble paid off for Palmetto and gets them closer. Still going to be 4th down, but it's going to be 4th and short instead of 4th and long. Disappointing there by Braden River. You gotta be aware when they're trying to do the snap count, the hard count, trying to get you offside, get to a free 5 yards. So 4th and 1 coming up here by Palmetto as Smith now going to go under center. Here's the snap, gets that 1st down on the quarterback run. So that's textbook automatic there. So a fresh new set of downs for Palmetto at 39. Braden River, so far tonight, they've been unsuccessful on 2 3rd down attempts. They just can't get off the field. Penalties have hurt them so far. You had the pass interference on the first drive, and then you had that false start to give Palmetto a free 5 yards and give them an automatic 1st down. So a fresh new set of downs for Palmetto as they give it to Lodge. Lodge around the edge. Lodge taken down. They tried that. That's what they tried on the first drive, and they were successful. Not tonight. The Braden River defense sniffed that one out. So this will bring up 2nd and about 8 for Palmetto. Smith lines up in the I formation. Here's the snap. Gives it to Williams, and Williams gets another about 3 yards on the play. So quickly now heads to 3rd down. Palmetto, they're going hurry up here. At number 9 now for Palmetto, Evan Snakes. He checks in now at running back for the Tigers. Palmetto ready to go here, 3rd and short. 2 wide receivers split to each side. Smith ready to go here. Here's the snap. Gives it to Ranuk. Ruger around the edge. Ranuk, he's going to be getting that 1st down very close, but got the line of gain, so that will be another 1st down. And so far tonight, Palmetto in their last 2 drives had converted their first to a 1st down. As they get to midfield. And that is the end of the 1st quarter here at Braden River, folks. We're deadlocked at 7. Sit back, enjoy yourself. We still got 3 more quarters of football to go here on Pirate Nation Sports Network. Second quarter action ready to go here. Smith ready to go for Palmetto. Gives it to Moon. Moves around the edge and gets about a yard. So this will bring up 2nd down. And looks like a little bit of altercation on the sideline. Flag came in. Looks like a late shove there by number 7, Zamarian Lang, and number 24 for Braden River, Tanner Wolf. So looks like there's a flag. This could be against Palmetto, unsportsmanlike. On Lang. This could be an unsportsmanlike against Lang. And Palmetto's already backing up. So this will be an unsportsmanlike against Zamarius Lang. So that's going to back them up 15 yards right off the gun. So that will bring now a 2nd and long now for Smith, as temper's a little flared there right at the end of the play. As they're going to back them up all the way into their own territory at about the 42-yard line. So now this will be a 2nd and a mile, as we like to say here at Pirate Nation Sports Network. Palmetto's got to get to the Braden River 40 for a 1st down. They're at their own 37, correction. So this will be about a 2nd and about 24 coming up. Smith lines up now with Williams, the featured back. 3 wide receivers split on the right side. Here's the snap. Gives it to Williams. Williams around the edge. Williams gets about 5 yards on the play. So this will now bring up 3rd and long, and this is going to be a passing scenario for Palmetto. They got to get to the Braden River 40 for a first down. So Smith ready to go here. Hard count yet again, trying to get Braden River the jump. Doesn't work. Gets the call here by Coach Marino. Nazar Edwards now the featured back for Palmetto. Switches to Smith's right. Smith's got it, gives it to Edwards. Edwards up the middle, taken down immediately. So a great stop there by the Braden River defense to get Palmetto off get the punt unit on. So Cravon Cooch and that punt return unit will head back out onto the field. And so far tonight, we saw Palmetto score immediately. We saw Braden River score immediately. We haven't seen much since. Braden River trying to change that momentum. Keyshawn Williams ready to punt it away. Snap down, punt on the way. Another great punt. And Cravon just going to let it sail into the end zone. And it will be a touchback. Very close to the 1 yard line, but it's going to be a touchback. So Braden River dodges a bullet there. Puts the ball on the 20. And that is where we will see Nick Shear in the offense for Braden River head out into the field with 10:54 left here in the second quarter. All right, ready to go here. Trier and his offense are ready to go. Motion coming. Here's the snap. Gives it to Burchard. Burchard around the edge. Burchard in the open field. Makes the man miss. Gets out of bounds. What a play there by Roy Burchard. Getting that first down for the Braden River Pirates. Moving the chains. Moving the shit forward.
First down.
So, fresh new set of downs for the Pirates at the 31. Pinder now the featured back for the Pirates. 2 wide receivers split to the right side. Here's the snap. Gives it to Pinder. Pinder around the edge. Pinder gets a couple yards. Moving the rock about 4 yards.
Number 7, Trayvon Pinder on the carry for the Pirates.
So this will bring up about a 2nd and 4 coming up here for Braden River. Trier ready to go here. Pinder to his right. 2 wide receivers split to the right side. See. And looks like number 17, Sammy Levita, lined up right in the neutral zone. So that's going to back Braden River up 5 yards. He was like he was right on Palmetto. So that's going to back Braden River up 5 yards. So, puts the Braden River drive back 2. Looks like they haven't fixed the chains yet. Looks like it's going to be about a 2nd and 10 coming up here for the Pirates. It looks like the chains were not set up correctly. Looks like they didn't have the ball spotted in the right area. So they're going to move up the ball to about 2 yards there. They're about 2 yards back. So now the chains move back. So it's going to be about a 2nd and 9 coming up here for the Pirates. Now everything's lined up and ready to go. So Trier ready for it. Gets the audible call. Pinder the featured back. Levita and Cravon Coombs line up wide. Here's the snap, gives it to Pinder. Pinder around the edge. Pinder taken down by number 8 for Palmetto, Clayton Bobbins. So now this will bring up about a 3rd and 5 coming up for the Pirates, and a big decision here by Coach Bradley. And so far tonight, they've done, ever since the drive they had a touchdown, they have just been pounding the rock ever since. You were very good on those play action, throwing the ball down the field. Give it to one of your wide receivers. Make plays down the field. Get another first down. That's the big game here. Make a first down any way you can. Utilize those receivers you have. So a third and long. Here's the snap. Play action. Blitz coming. Gets it away. Caught. Tight end. Number 87, Cody Cutpat. First down, Pirates. And that's exactly what I'm talking about. Utilize your weapons downfield. They will make plays for you. And that puts Braden River into Palmetto territory. Puts them at about the 46-yard line. As Cheer ready to go. Burchard now checks in at running back for the Pirates. 2 wide receivers split to each side. Here's the snap. Gets away from him. Cheer's just going to have to fall on it. And a big miscue there by the centerman for Braden River. As it was a low snap coming off. So that's going to back Braden River up all the way to their own 40. And this is going to be a 2nd and long coming up. Puts the ball spotted at the 39 of Braden River. They have to get to the Palmetto 37 for a first down. So Trier's got it. Gives it to Burchard. Burchard has an opening. Burchard in the opening lane. Turns the corner and gets to about midfield. Still way shy of that first down, but gets it now to about a 3rd and 15 coming up for the Pirates. So a big play here with 7:27 left here in the second quarter. Braden River's got to get a first down here and keep this momentum going, and can't give the ball back to the Tigers. So 3 wide receivers split to the right, tight end on the left. Pinder, the featured back, and a timeout called by Palmetto. Coach Marino was not happy with what he was seeing on that defensive unit. Calls the timeout. So 7:10 left here in the second quarter. You are watching Pirate Nation Sports Network. Coming out of the timeout now. 3rd and 15 coming up here for Braden River. They got to get a conversion here. They can't give the ball back to Palmetto in good field position. Pinder, the featured back for the Pirates. Same unit on the field for Braden River. 3 wide receivers split to the left, tight end on the right. Cheer now ready to go. Heads back into the shotgun. Here's a snap. Gives it to Pinder. Pinder around the edge. And Pinder taken down immediately. And now, folks, that would have been a great opportunity to throw the ball down the field. But that brings the punt unit onto the field for the Pirates. So, punt unit comes on for the Braden River Pirates, led by that long snapper, Benny Hedgepeth, the brother to Trent and Calvin, Braden River legends here. Benny gets the snap down, good snap, and a punt on the way there by Bravo. And number 1 for Palmetto is just going to watch it sail, and it's going to take a bounce forwards as Dangler jumps on it. So the ball will be spotted at about the 23. As the Palmetto offense heads back out onto the field here with 6:18 left here in the second quarter. All right, coming out of the water break here, Palmetto brings his offense back out onto the field. Williams, the featured running back for Palmetto. As Smith ready to go, wide receivers split to each side. Smith's got it, wants to throw it. Pressure coming by the Pirates, throws it downfield. Intercepted, number 15, Javon Moore It was completely underthrown by Smith. Intended receiver was number 4, Marquise Galloway, and that was a textbook interception for the Braden River defense. Great stop there by the defense for the Pirates. That was just textbook. Pressure in the face of Smith. Has to throw it, underthrown, and picked off by Braden River, number 15, Javon Moore, the sophomore. And the woos continue for the Palmetto offense here in this first half. Braden River heads back out on the field here now in decent field position here. They got to capitalize on this here for the Pirates. Trier ready to go. Here's a snap. Going to pitch to Burchard. Burchard around the edge. Burchard, taken down by number 6, Jamel Williams. Looked like a freight train heading in there. No gain on the play, so that's going to bring up second down for Braden River. As the receivers for Braden River, Levita and A.J. Carusi head onto the field now for the Pirates. Trayvon Kuntz walking off for the Pirates. Correction, he's going to line up wide. So receivers are going to split. Trevon Pinder lines up in the I formation. Trier's got it, gives it to Pinder. Pinder up the middle and goes nowhere. That Palmetto front 7 just ate him up. So that will quickly bring up a 3rd and long coming up here for Braden River. And so far tonight, we've seen run by that Braden River offense. Spread it open a little bit. Throw to those receivers. They have made plays for you all night. Continue to go to them. Pinder now lines up to Trier's right. 3 wide receivers split to the left side. Tight end on the right. Now Pinder's going to line up on the right side. Trier's going to line up in the empty set. Here's the snap. Trier's got it. Blitz coming by Palmetto. Got to get out of it. Trier's going to be on the run, and he's going to be taken down. Still in bounds at the 40. So that Palmetto defense brought the pressure, and Trier just all he could do was just use his legs and go. So that will bring on the punt unit for the Pirates. Another disappointing drive on offense there by Pirates, to be honest. You can't go 3 and out on back-to-back drives. You got to get some momentum. Number 1 for Palmetto, Andres Moose, will line up out deep for the Tigers that they split now. And once again, Benny Hedgepeth now ready to get snapped down. And it looks like it's going to be a fake. Aiden Dangler, first down, Braden River. They keep going into Palmetto territory. Great execution by the Braden River special teams. And what a throw there by Bravo to extend that Braden River drive. Great play there on special teams by the Pirates. And that is Kyle Thomas' specialty, the special teams coordinator. And just continues to move the play. That's a big play there by the Pirates. Kills any momentum Palmetto just had there and puts them now into Palmetto territory. So the offense comes back out on the field here. Pinder lines up in the I formation. And a quick whistle here and a timeout call by Braden River. Coach Bradley was not happy at what he was seeing on that offensive unit. Oh, correction, looks like it's going to be a delay of game. No timeout. So Braden River's going to take the delay of game. So now it will be a 1st and 15. 3 minutes left here. Braden River in very good field position here. They got to come away with the score here. Trier's got it, gives it to Pinder. Pinder up the middle. Pinder gets back to the original line of scrimmage. As the clock continues to tick away. This will bring up a 2nd and 11. Braden River comes to the line here. Trier lines up, same formation as last play. Palmetto stuff in the box. Here's the snap. Gives it to Pinder. Pinder around the edge. Pinder heading the open field. Pinder first down and more into the 20-yard line. And that puts them into the red zone. Fire the cannons. And a flag on the play as well. At about the 30, right where Pinder went into the Braden River sideline. This could be unsportsmanlike. Waiting on the call here. And it will be personal foul against Palmetto. So that's going to put Braden River even in more good field position. That's going to put him at about the 11-yard line. 1st and 10. Got to get to the 1 for a 1st and goal. So a in the red zone for the Pirates. So they had the big run by Pinder, and then the personal foul penalty against Palmetto puts them out at the 11. So Trier ready to go here. Bouchard, the featured back. Here's the snap, gets it to Bouchard. Bouchard around the edge. Bouchard continues to make man misses. Goes to the corner. Right at the end. It looks like he's going to be about a yard short. No. Touchdown. They haven't made an official call yet. And it will be a touchdown, Braden River. It looked like from our zone there, looks like the referees did not throw up the 2 hands. And it is a Braden River touchdown. Great run there by Bouchard. Oh, actually fire the cannons. Touchdown, Braden River, folks. So, Braden River gets on the board there. Bouchard, great run there by Roy Boy. Snap down, kick on the way. The extra point is good. Braden River 14, a much-needed touchdown. Palmetto 7. 2 minutes left here in the 2nd quarter. Folks, sit back. Palmetto's going to run a 2-minute drill here. Sit back, enjoy yourself. We got 2 minutes to go till halftime. .206 left here in the 2nd quarter. Palmetto is ready to go here. Braden River, great drive, great execution, both sides of the ball, and special teams unit. Folks, that is a complete football team drive right there by Braden River that they just executed. So, Bravo is getting ready to kick it away. Out deep for Palmetto. Number 1, Anis Munoz, and number 13, Demarius Margos. And Munoz is going to be taken down by number 22, Joshua Edwards. And folks, so far tonight, this Braden River offense and defense and special teams have looked solid so far in this game. They gave up the opening touchdown, and they haven't looked back. They have stopped Palmetto every chance they got, and they got to stop them here. Braden River will get the ball to start the 2nd half. So Braden River's got to execute another great stop on defense for the Pirates here to get head into halftime with some confidence. Smith ready to go here. Has Edwards, the featured back. Smith's got it. Play action. Wants to throw. Has his man. Number 2, Lodge. Lodge gets to a first down. So that will move the chains for Palmetto as they start their 2-minute drill. Gets the first down at the 39. Smith now lines up. Edwards continues to be the featured back. 3 wide receiver split. Here's the snap. Gives it to Edwards. Edwards taken down immediately. Number 33 for Braden River. Mika Fed. And this will bring up 2nd and 10. Clock continues to roll here. Edwards continues to be the featured back. Switches to Smith's right. Here's the snap. Smith's got it. Wants to throw. A lot of time. Rolls out. Has a wide open. Oh, had a wide open Lodge. But number 2, Aiden Dangler, got a piece of it. That will go incomplete. So now this will be a crucial 3rd down here early in this drive for Palmetto. They got to convert to keep this drive alive here. Under 1:30 to go. Clock stopped because of the incompletion. So they won't have to use a timeout. Motion from the Palmetto receivers. And looks like a timeout called by looks like a player down by Braden River. We'll take a quick timeout. 1:26 left here. Looks like number 99 for Braden River. Looks like he may have just got shaken up there at the end of that play. So, looks like we're ready to go here. Looks like the lines are getting set here. 3rd and long coming up. 3rd and 10 coming up here for Palmetto. This is a big drive. Palmetto's got to convert to keep this drive going. Smith ready to go. Braden River stuffing the box. Here's a snap. Blitz coming by the Pirates. Pressure. Smith throws. Lodge in the out corner. Got him! And the ball came out at the end, but he completed it for a first down. What a play there by Rock Lodge. Correction, that was to Adamas Mosey. But a great play there and a big conversion Palmetto needed. Puts them into deep into Braden River territory. Palmetto's going to go hurry up. Here's the snap. Gives it to Edward Williams. And a flag immediately on the play there. I think they're going to get called for not having the chain set. Looks like it's going to be a false start on Palmetto. They didn't have the chain set as well. So that's going to stop the Palmetto momentum for now. Back them up 5 yards. So puts them at a 1st and 15 at the 29-yard line of Braden River. So Smith ready to go. Here's the snap. Gives it keeps it himself and may be taken down. Still on his feet. Number 28 for Braden River, Zion Newell, tried to bring him down, and Smith was like, no, you're coming with me. I need some extra yards. And Newell's coming up limping. And a timeout on the field. With 1:05 left here in the 2nd quarter here, folks. And, folks, this has been an exciting half of football here at the River. A lot of action back and forth. The defenses have been absolutely phenomenal for Braden River coming out on special teams, making the plays they have to on that big fake punt conversion. And Braden River got a minute left here on this in this quarter, trying to stop Palmetto from scoring. And to head into halftime with a 7-0 lead. This will be a 2nd and 8 for Palmetto once we start and ready to go. And we are ready to go here. 2nd and 8 coming up for Smith. Here's the snap. Smith got it. Pressure coming off the edge. Flags, a whistle. It looks like the refs weren't ready because that was an automatic touchdown to Moose. Waiting on the call here. They did not. That is going to be the call. The referees were not set. Palmetto snapped the ball. Oh, what a bad break there by Palmetto. As they're going to line up again for a 2nd and 8. Smith ready to go. Williams the featured back. Here's the snap. Play action. Blitz coming off the edge. Incomplete. Great run there by Cravon Kuntz. The break up, the completion. So a big stop there on 2nd down will bring up 3rd and long for Palmetto. And the decision has to be made by Coach Dave Marino. Same unit's going to stay on the field for Palmetto. 3 wide receivers split to the right side, 1 on the left. Williams the featured back. Here's the snap. Smith got it, wants to throw. Pressure coming in the face, and it will be incomplete. Smith wanted a roughing the passer, won't get it. That's a big stop there on 3rd down for Braden River. That's going to bring on the field goal unit for Palmetto, but folks, that is a huge stop for the Pirates. So Williams now ready to lining up for his field goal. This is going to be oh, correction. This will be a field goal here by Williams. It's going to be about a 30-yard field goal. 35 yards. Snap down, bad snap, kick on the way, and it is going to be good. So Palmetto gets a field goal out of it, but Braden River continues to take command the lead for a 14-10 ball game with 49 seconds. You know, folks, there's still a little time left for a Braden River offense. Get a little something here, a little sprinkle to head into halftime with. As we are 49 seconds away from halftime, Braden River with a 4-point lead over the Palmetto Tigers. Braden River will receive the ball to start the 2nd half. As number 22, Joshua Edwards, and number 4, Troy Hallman, will be out deep to return for Braden River. As Williams kick, and this is going to go into the end zone for a touchback. So Braden River will start their drive from the 45. I'm sorry, from the 20. So 49 seconds left. Still, Braden River can get a little extra points here on a very productive drive, hopefully here by Nick Trier, or Coach Bradley can elect just to go to halftime with a 4-point lead. Interesting decision here by Coach Sanders and Coach Bradley. As Nick Trier in that offense will head back out onto the field here. As Trier ready to go, he's going to line up in the shotgun. 2 wide receivers split on the right side, including that tight end. Here's the snap, gives it to Pinter. Pinter up the middle. Pinter taken down, but a first will be just shy of a 1st down, about a yard short. Looks like Braden River did get that 1st down. as they are ready to go here on a second down. Here's a snap. Get a bad snap, and he's going to fumbles the snap. And this will be more than likely the end of halftime. They're going to head into the locker room. So we head into halftime, into the halftime locker rooms. Braden River with a 4-point lead over the Palmetto Tigers. And folks, sit back. We got another half of football to go. And folks, it's Braden River, it's Palmetto. Anything is possible in this rivalry series. Here on Pirate Nation Sports Network, stay tuned, folks. We have the Palmetto and Braden River marching bands are going to be taking the field for the halftime show here on Braden River, here on Pirate Nation Sports Network.
And the teams have retaken the field after an extended lightning delay. And we're back as well. It looks like we've got both teams now on the field. And it was an interesting discussion that we had during that extended lightning delay. How is this going to impact either team? Well, we see a benefit. We had Palmetto right before the end of the first half, get 3 points up on the board after getting a big play downfield from Smith to Adonis, and they were able to convert that into 3 points. So they had a little bit of momentum going into the half. Let's see if this lengthy delay stymies that on any level.
Yeah, you never know coming out of a delay like that. Sometimes one team will come out with a totally different mindset. So we'll just have to see. We got a little wind picking up now, too, that might affect the game more than it has. I see the...
Yes, it just blew everything off the desk in front of me.
Yeah, the flag's blowing pretty good down there now. Obviously, the remnants of whatever that...
I don't think there was much of a remnants of anything. I think that the lightning strike was as much myth as it was reality, is what I would say. But that's fine. Player safety, the safety of the fans, that's utmost concern. But regardless, it's clear, and we're back in action. And that action's about to start back up here as they put 12s on the score clock.
So you're saying you think it was fake news?
Fake news.
Yes.
Alleged lightning. That's all right.
Braden River will get the ball first here, and we'll see what they do offensively. He made a tackle. All right, here we go. Gonzalez is going to kick off. Into the wind. Got a little seam. It's Holloman, I believe, out to the 45-yard line.
And right off the bat, Torrey Holman with a nice return. So when we talk about what team might benefit, Braden River strikes first. They're going to have that ball out close to midfield.
And they will have the wind at their back for the third quarter, so we'll see if that plays into the play calling, coaching decisions.
And that wind has picked up, as you alluded to, Coach. First down and 10 for the Pirates now. All right, we got a loose ball in the field.
Another snap, mishandling of the snap.
And Schreier falls on it adeptly, though, before that could turn into disaster right off the bat for the Pirates. So that's going to bring up second down and long, and lost about 7 yards on that play.
Snap was good. He just looked away at the last second before he had control of it.
Second down and 17 now. Short 17, long 16 for the Pirates. Pinder in the backfield once again for Braden River. And the handoff to Pinder, and he bowls his way ahead out to about the 39-yard line. Short pickup, and that's going to bring up third down now at about 14 yards for Braden River to go.
Braden River's in empty. They got Pinder split out wide to the right here.
Along with Kawchak, the tight end out there, and Kuntz.
Kawchak seems to be the guy they like to go to in tough situations up the seam there.
And he settles down, and Tryer's going to run, and he gets minimal yardage again, back to the original line of scrimmage at the 43-yard line. That's going to bring up 4th down. Good coverage downfield by the Tigers.
It's good pressure from Palmetto here. Greg Parker coming off the end up top around the tackle and chases him out of the pocket. And then Tryer just loses his footing when he tries to make a cut.
Not much there. You know, he probably didn't look like he had much of a chance to get that. Moe's back deep to receive the punt from Roos. And Adonis Moe stands inside of his own 20, back around the 18. And remember, we saw a fake punt earlier in this ball game. This time Bruno kicks it short and low. And that's going to bounce right about the 20-yard line, blown dead just outside, it looks like, marked out at the 21-yard line, and that's where Palmetto will begin. 1st down and 10.
Now we're going to look at Palmetto's offense and see what kind of adjustments they made, if they could regroup, especially that offensive line unit, see if they can get the running game going.
Well, we had the bad snap there, but we did not see the Braden River offense move backwards at any point in the first half. You know, you got to give obviously the nod to the bad snap and the exchange there, but nonetheless.
Yeah, when you put yourself behind the chains like that, it's tough.
It is. 1st down and 10 now. Xander Smith for the Tigers at quarterback. And that's handoff to number 13. Another one of those backs coming in for Palmetto High School.
Magwood. Damari Magwood.
I had him as 17.
At least we think that's who it
down
is.
and 8 now.
We have some discrepancies with the roster. It's not an exact
we'll
science.
Get there. Yeah,
Rosters are not an exact
Game 1
science.
on MSTV. And Smith is going to keep this off to the right side as Xander Smith powers past the 1st down marker, and he'll pick that up. So here we go. 3 and out for the Braden River Pirates, and now a 1st down. But we've got a penalty flag down. Holding against the offense. So we see a mistake with a bobbled snap on offense for the Pirates, and now right after a 1st down, we've got the penalty for Palmetto.
Yeah,
and they go backwards.
That's the second positive run by Xander on a designed quarterback run play.
And a good move on both cases to shake a defender and get loose in the open field for, well, at least that time, a 1st down.
We mentioned he's a big, strong kid. You know, he can. You're not going to arm tackle him very easily.
And that penalty is going to move the ball all the way back to the 15-yard line. 3rd down. Excuse me, 2nd down now. Looks like about 17. And Smith is able to dump it off to Thomas. Thomas makes a man miss, and Thomas out near the 30-yard line, down at about the 28-yard line. Got a big chunk of that penalty yardage back. So that's going to put it at least 3rd down and manageable for the Tigers.
That was a good job by Xander hitting the check down there. You know, he was buying time, kind of sliding the pocket off to the right and then dropping it off to the running back.
Hurry up again to the line. 4 wide receiver, single back. Callaway alone to the top of the screen. And it's going to be a handoff to Thomas on 3rd down, and Thomas is going to be stopped near the 1st down marker. Let's see where they spot that ball, but it looks to be short from here. And it is 4th down.
No, they gave it to him.
We got a 4th down on the chain over there.
No, they gave him 1st down.
They're moving the sticks, though.
Yep. So now Palmetto's starting to show a little running game here.
Here we go, little life for the Tiger offense. 1st down and 10 from the 42, 32.
Another running back in there, it looks like. I believe it's Stancil.
And it is, but Smith is going to keep that. Smith finds a little bit of a seam out past the 35 to the 37-yard line. Pickup of 5 yards on the carry.
You know I'm a big proponent of using a quarterback in a running game, and it just makes you play with 11 guys instead of 10, and that's what Palmetto started to do here in the second half. And
When you got that threat.
it's given them a little life.
And Smith looking downfield, pulls it back now, uncorks one out there to Lang, incomplete, short hopped it.
He was under a lot of pressure there. I think he was more just getting rid of the ball than trying to complete that, but
He had a guy.
He was open.
And I'll
though,
tell
yeah.
you what, that would have been enough for a first down out there, but as it is, it's going to be 3rd down and 4 yards.
It was good coverage initially, and they forced Xander to go to his, probably his 3rd read there, 3rd or 4th read, and by that time he had too much pressure.
3rd down and 4 from the 38-yard line. And we got a handoff to Thomas. Thomas tries to cut it back, makes one
Nice
man
run.
miss, spins out of a tackle, and he's not going to get to the first down
I
marker,
think he
but
did.
he's close.
He did. No, he got it. Got it by a yard.
Woo! I guess they're going to give it to him.
Forward progress up there.
That was a heck of a move inside that pile, spinning out of the tackle attempt and getting enough yards for the first down. Nice job by number 21, Devon Thomas. And now that ball's out at the 44-yard line. And it's Thomas again. And runs into a couple defenders. Micah Fed.
Big collision there with Thomas.
And Stancil still in the backfield now with Smith. Smith getting the call from the sideline. 4 receivers, he pulls it. And Smith again makes a guy miss, and he's able to pick up a couple of yards on that play. Trying to soften that defense up with a little running by that quarterback. And another spin out of the tackle before he's finally brought down. Cameron Anderson on the tackle for the Pirates. 3rd down and 3. A long 3. Fake the handoff, and Smith gets it out to Lang, and Lang is past the sticks for another Palmetto first down.
No, it looks like they stepped out of bounds just short.
Did he step out of bounds? He did. You're right, Coach. 4th down. Good eyeballs.
Actually, he fumbled the
I
ball.
don't see- oh, he dropped the ball.
He fumbled the ball out of bounds over there right by the sticks.
And boy, it looked like it went out of bounds right at the sticks, but that's across the midfield stripe, 48-yard line of Braden River. We've seen Palmetto go for it twice in their own territory. Let's see if they do it again.
I think the fumble went forward, so the ref spotted it at the spot where he lost the ball.
Where he lost?
Not where it went out of bounds. But
Here we
he
go,
holds on to
4th
the
down
ball.
and a long one to go for the Tigers from the 48-yard line of Braden River. And Rock Lodge is going to be dropped for a loss in the backfield, and that's where Braden River is going to take over in Palmetto territory. Jet sweep not getting it done.
No.
Boy, Palmetto had a lot of success running that ball right up the gut with Thomas. They tried the jet sweep on a 4th down and short. They get stopped for a loss in the backfield. So just when Palmetto looked like they might be getting a little offensive momentum brewing.
Big defensive stand by the
Big
Braden
defensive
River
play,
defense.
but how about that drop? You know, I mean, you've got the first down, ball secured in your hands, on the ground, big play. And we've got a water break out of the field already. 4:44 to go in the 3rd quarter.
And now Braden River in great field position, opportunity here to go up 2 scores.
Absolutely. You know, it's a risky move. I mean, it was 4th down and short, but we've seen Coach Marino already deeper in his own territory earlier in this ball game, in a tie ball game, go for it. Now you're down, it gets a little bit more dicey. And it gets a little deeper into the game. Not enough time to recover if you need it. So the Palmetto defense right here has got to stand tall. And the Pirate offense again, 1st down and 10 for the Palmetto 49-yard line. I formation, or excuse me, that's not shotgun, single back with Pinder. And Pinder gets the carry. Pinder with a hole, and Pinder makes another move. Pinder into the secondary, down to the 25-yard line.
Great run, dragging
Pinder.
dragging defenders.
You got that right, Coach. Another look at it on instant replay. And a good job holding on to that ball.
Yeah, it was a nice
Braden
block
River
by
now down to the 25.
number 70, Mason Johnson. Nice block to spring him there.
Mason Johnson, a stud in the weight room.
Again, he came off the ball and just moved the defensive line out of the way for a nice gain behind him. So they're starting running behind number 70 now.
And Pinder right down there to the 25 yards on that pickup, more than 5, maybe 6. That's going to bring up a second down and a long 4, just outside the 20-yard line. And Braden River on the move after that turnover on downs.
Braden River's
look
got
at how close that tight that formation is. I mean, they look like they're going to pound this ball in there. And again, Pinder. And Pinder gets it, running right through the sea of white jerseys and red pants.
Braden River's got an extra offensive lineman in there, like a big jumbo package, going unbalanced, and they're just trying to stuff the ball right down Palmetto's throat.
And they're doing just that with the chains moving again. Ball looks like it's right around the 13-yard line.
Same formation. You got three offensive linemen and a tight end on the left side, plus the 2 tight receivers.
Let's see if they try to do something different or they do the same, but they're doing the same, and Palmetto's not going to be fooled this time. Outstanding play in the backfield. Kyrie Marshall on defense for the Tigers. A second time in the backfield for a loss.
Yeah, he shot the gap, made a nice tackle in the backfield. Nice play. Interestingly, though, they were running away from the strength that time. They were running weak.
And you had to think if they were going to try to set something up with that same formation again. I mean, after they've been softening up that underbelly of the Palmetto defense and try to hit them over the top or go with some misdirection. But here we go, second down and 10.
They're unbalanced again to the field here.
We'll call it second and 11. Timeout, though, by Braden River.
Timeout, Pirates.
Yeah, that timeout might help Palmetto because they're not really doing, I don't know if they're really getting adjusted to that unbalance, that formation.
Maybe catch a breath.
Now Coach Brazelton has a chance to make sure he get them lined up right.
I'm sure Coach Brazelton out there talking to his guys. Get that defense set. Just got to be impressed with the strength. I mean, Braden River does not have the numbers, does not have the depth that Palmetto has, and yet they're out there right now here in the third quarter. Maybe that break is giving them the benefit from allowing them to keep those legs a little bit more fresh. You know, when we talked to Coach Kurt Bradley this week, you know, he mentioned the reduction in the size of the school going from 2,100 students down to 1,700 students a few years ago. That's had a big impact on the size of his own roster.
Yeah.
Give credit where it's due, and that offensive line is getting it done. Pinder's getting it done. The thunder is out for Braden River. We may not have seen any lightning earlier, but we did see
some lightning on Burstett's touchdown. And there we are, unbalanced again.
And Nick Trier going to hand that off once again to Pinder, left side this time, and he's going to go nowhere. Brought down right at the line of scrimmage.
Now you got third down. Looks like they're going to go to a traditional package here, taking out offensive linemen.
And we've got a couple receivers splitting out. Samuel Levita and A.J. Causey now to the top of your screen.
Oh, well, they're going unbalanced
Kuntz
anyway.
is tight to the formation. And it's a fake to Pinder.
He's got him. Touchdown.
And Kuntz
he dropped
in his hands and out. Nice tight coverage by the Palmetto defense.
Great call by Coach Sanders. He had a 2-man side over here, a guard and an eligible receiver. And they were unbalanced.
Play fake.
Looks like the Palmetto defender got his hand in there at the last second and was able to poke it out.
He did, and I can't tell, was that 30 or 36? Either way, good defensive play by the Palmetto
It
secondary.
was actually 20. It was actually 20.
20.
Colton Davis.
Here we go.
That's a drill DBs do all the time when you're beat is a recovery drill and you're chasing backwards and just trying to put your hand on his hands and match hands and knock the ball out. He did a pretty good job there. I'm sure that Kuntz would tell you he's got to have that ball, though.
Absolutely, it was right in the hand. Great pass. I mean, we talked about the arm of Nick Trier earlier, and that one was on the money.
Yeah.
Great ball handling as well, good play action. But as it is, it's going to be a field goal attempt here for Bruno Roos.
Ooh, almost got
That
blocked.
31-yard field goal looks like it snuck in just inside the right upright. And Braden River extends its lead with 1:29 remaining in the third quarter. Your score from the River, it's the Braden River Pirates now 17 and the Palmetto Tigers 10.
Well, I said earlier, this game may come down to a kick. We have two good kickers here right now. It's it's a close game, anybody's game.
And again, decision to go for it on fourth down right at midfield. But you got to give a little bit of credit to the Palmetto Tiger defense at the end. It was outstanding coverage when Braden River tried to sneak that pass in there. They did hammer that Palmetto defense in that front seven to get down in position for the field goal. But when it mattered, they stiffened, holding to 3, and now it's still a one-score game.
That's
just
huge.
Before the fourth quarter.
Yep.
If that would have gone into the end zone, had Kuntz been able to pull that pass down, and we'd be looking at a 2-score game right now, and a little bit taller task for that Tiger offense.
The Palmetto will go back to work here on offense and with a little bit of confidence after getting a couple of first downs last drive that they hadn't done in a while.
Let's see if they go back to the ground and keep it with Xander Smith, who got some nice chunk yardage out there just to get things going. But you got to believe that if Palmetto is going to get back in here, the strength of their offense so far has been the ground game this year, the offensive line, the running backs that they've got. Still a one-score game, so anything's in play. And Roos set to kick it off. And that, as usual, is going to go into the end zone. And Palmetto's going to once again begin at the 20-yard line. It's funny, it's one of the things that Coach Bradley talked about, having an impact kicker. One of the greatest things, it's not necessarily the field goal range that he brings, but you're starting your opponent off at the 20-yard line basically every time.
Yes. Yeah, that's huge. When you don't have a kicker and you kick it in the end zone, especially when you're playing a team that's got really good athletes, you're holding your breath every time you kick it. When you have a guy that can kick it in the end zone and put him on the 20,
And he's done that every kickoff.
the chance of scoring on a drive starting at the 20-yard line is much lower than.
Unless you get an 80-yard end around,
Yes.
as Palmetto did on the third play from scrimmage tonight.
It's still probably less than 20% going from the 20-yard line.
And Smith fires it out.
Great
Moise on the
defense.
reception, but outstanding coverage by the Braden River defense that time. And it'll be dropped for a loss. That was Connor Casilla, and it looked like Aiden Dangler also in there on the tackle. He mopped up anyway.
Yeah, there were
It was
two
Casilla
receivers,
there who got there first.
out there for Palmetto, and both of them let him go. I guess there was some miscommunication there as to who was supposed to be blocking Casilla.
Loss of 3 on the play, second down and 13 for Palmetto.
Nice play in space, so that's what they need. Put them behind the chains. We've talked about it earlier, how much tougher it is.
It is. That is a handoff. Stancil again with a carry, but he's going to go nowhere. Matter of fact, losing more yards. And Palmetto's going the wrong direction here as we get close to the fourth quarter. 32 seconds and counting remaining. Third down and about 18 to go here. And Smith, a high pass tipped off the hands of
Lang.
And boy, that was dangerously close to floating into the hands of a Braden River defender. But that's going to bring up 4th down and long, and I can promise you Coach Marino's not going to go for this.
Braden River went back. They just rushed 3 that time, stayed back in zone, and he actually was able to find a little hole there, Lang. Ball was a little high and couldn't bring it down.
But again, to your point, starting off with positive yardage instead of a negative play like they did, it makes all the difference in the world. You get behind the chains early, and especially on 3rd down and 18, that defense can pin their ears back. Brandon Gonzalez on to punt. Kuntz back to receiving for Braden River.
Punting into the wind.
We got a flag down. Short punt. Kuntz gets away from it. That roll is only going to take that ball down to about the 49-yard line. Let's check the flag.
Flag on the play.
We have a false start on the offense. I don't think that's going to be accepted. Or would you?
Yeah. Make it, if they're going to kick it to the wind again, he might have them kick it again.
Wind going a little sideways, but definitely in their face.
Section E, great job on the neon this week.
Gonzalez has got a pretty good leg. I'd say that was one of his worst punts of the night. You got the ball at the 49-yard line.
Thank you, Cameron, yes.
And it looks like they're going to make him kick it again. Or will they? And Gonzalez is out there.
I think
Braden River's going to take over that ball on their own 49-yard line. Or they're going to mark that into the 4th quarter now. That is the end of the 3rd quarter. Don't know why the clock was running on that.
Well, there was only 3 seconds when they snapped it for the punt, so it ran out during the play.
Oh, looked at that wrong.
But if they accept a defensive penalty, there should be an untimed down. So Braden River should be able to make Palmetto punt again into the wind if they chose to accept the penalty.
Now, wind has died down, but it was pretty stiff just a few moments ago.
But it appears they're just going to take it. I have no idea what they're doing.
I could not see clearly whether it was even accepted or declined, and then the quarter ended. But now they're marking it off at the 46-yard line. So that would be 5 yards tacked onto the end of the run, or onto the end of the punt return.
It's not.
So Braden River starting off again in Palmetto territory.
Second drive in a row.
2 possessions in a row. Pinder back in the game at running back for the Pirates. Low snap, hauled in, and Pinder hitting the line of scrimmage, but able to bounce off that defender and pick up positive yards. It's like Thomas Johnson was the guy to make first contact with him.
He makes first contacts and bounces off of him, but then he hangs on to him and ends up dragging him down. So he still gets the tackle, but Pinder gets an extra
4
3 yards
downfield. Violent run, though. Nice contact.
Does a great job getting his pad level low when he's running. Runs with a forward lean and gets underneath defenders.
Tight formation again for Braden River.
Ooh.
Almost bobbled that handoff, but Pinder again just powering his way forward, getting through the morass of bodies out there, and really close to another first down. It's going to depend on the spot. Yeah, they're going to mark that thing what looks to be just inches short.
It's a good job by the tight end Kowchek there, blocking on Derek Foster. Foster made the tackle, but once again, it was 6 yards downfield.
They're down at less than a yard now. Pinder with the carry, and Pinder off the right side again. Positive yardage, more than what he needed for that first down. Inside the 35, down to the 33. First down and 10 for the River.
10 for the River. 10 for the River. 10 for the River. 10 for the River. 10 for the River. 10 for the River. 10 for the River. 10 for the River. 10 for the River. 10 for the River. 10 for the River. 10 for the River. 10 for the River. 10 for the River. 10 for the River. 10 for the River. 10 for the River. 10 for the River. 10 for the River. 10 for the River. 10 for the River. 10 for the River. 10 for the River. 10 for the River. 10 for the River. 10 for the River. 10 for the River. 10 for the River. 10 for the River. 10 for the River. 10 for the River. 10 for the River. 10 for the River. 10 for the River. 10 for the River. 10 for the River. 10 for the River. 10 for the River. 10 for the River. 10 for the River. 10 for the River.
Yeah, Braden River's offensive line just seems to be having their way with the Palmetto defensive front right now.
We talked about that before the game, about they may not be the biggest offensive line out there, but they really get some great push.
And we're seeing some subs coming in now for Palmetto. 99 is the first time I've seen him in there as a Autry Walker, a 10th grader.
Pinder once again, power running. Inside the 30-yard line, down to the 28-yard line. It's another pickup of about 5 yards for Pinder.
Yeah, this offensive line is just taking control of the game at this point after the last 2 drives, just coming off the ball, and they're moving the line of scrimmage 5 yards downfield every play.
And they are chewing clock. We're now, inside 9 minutes and 45 seconds to go in the ball game. These last 2 possessions.
And pretty soon he's going to play action and pop one over the top.
And here's Pinder again off the left side. Pinder to the outside. Makes men miss him, and he's down about the 12-yard line, out of bounds. Trayvon Pinder. Inside, outside. And the Palmetto defender is just grasping at air. Ball spotted just outside the 12-yard line. First down and 10 for the Pirates.
Pinder's getting a break now.
Burchett's in the game. And Burchett off the left side. Burchett with a little bit of room, but he's going to be run out of bounds inside the 10. Jaden Dunbar forcing him out of bounds for the Tigers.
Braden River just keeps running this unbalanced 4-man side. This time they cut it back to the weak side, but
and they've got nobody split out wide. Everyone's tight to the formation.
Well, the receivers are big, physical receivers are the ones that are in there right now. It's like having extra tight ends in there. So you have 4 offensive linemen to the right and a tight end.
And Dangler, who's also a linebacker, starting linebacker on this team, in there as well. So your point is valid. They are going big and running that ball down the throat of the Tigers' defense. But Palmetto's got him backed up to a 3rd down situation. 3rd down and 4 now. This is really a critical field goal to hold them here, too. It's a 1-score game now. A field goal still makes it a 2-score game. But time is ticking away. And Pinder back in the game, and Pinder with the carry. And he's going to get inside that 5-yard line, but it looks like he's going to be marked a little short.
It's like it's going to be 4th and 1. And
big play right here.
Doesn't look like there's any hesitation.
If you're Braden River, you got to think that you want to make this a 2-score game, but it's awful tempting the way they've been running this football.
They're running the kicker out.
They are. And Roos comes in.
I agree with this. If you go for this and don't make it, Palmetto stays 1 score back, gets a lot of momentum.
Yeah, you got to make this a 2-score game.
Take the 3 points, go up by 2 scores, and then go back and play defense. Palmetto really hasn't shown that they're moving the ball on Braden River much tonight, so you got to have confidence in your defense.
And Hedgepeth gets it back, and Roos puts it through, and there's your 2-score ball game. So with, looks like score clock up there is a little off, but 7:59 left in the ball game. Just under 8 minutes to go now. We've got ourselves a 20-10 ball game. Braden River on top. And to your point, Coach, Palmetto, a little bit of movement with their offense to start the 3rd quarter after that lightning delay. But ever since then, they've been kind of shut down. Their offense is going to have to rely on that passing game somewhat here with limited time left to go in the ball game, and we really haven't seen that all night. Smith is going to have to put that ball where it counts.
Yeah, they have to play with a little more.
Well, they were playing up tempo earlier. That Palmetto offense was. They're going to need a little bit more of that now.
Yep. You don't have to panic, but you can't kill time. So
you don't need to panic when you've got an Adonis Moise on your roster, when you've got a Zamarian Lang out there on your roster. You've got Rock Lodge. You've got some guys that are capable of taking this thing to the house from any point on the field. So you're right. There's no need to panic at this point, but they've got to connect with the football to those players.
Now we'll see how Roos does kicking into the wind, if that makes any difference.
And Roos kind of gives it a little pooch kick. And Magwood's going to take that ball outside the 30 down to about the 32-yard line. And Palmetto's got its work cut out for him with 7:52 left to go in the ball game and down 10.
And the big play with Palmetto has been first down. On their successful drives, they've been able to get positive yardage. Every time they've had a lot of drives where they've shot themselves in the foot.
And there have been missed opportunities. Whether it's penalties, ball hitting the ground, overthrown receivers, they've got to limit those mistakes right now. Xander Smith. And they're going to hand that thing off to Devon Thomas. And Thomas brought down in the backfield, a loss on the play.
Marcus
that
Waiters.
Braden River defense is coming alive.
Waiters shooting the gap. Defensive tackle right through the B gap.
Outstanding job by Marcus Waiters.
Yeah.
Big body in there in the backfield.
And once again, behind his chains, 2nd and 14.
Good point to make, Coach.
That's been the recipe for Braden River's defense. Win that first down and then sit back and wait for them to make a mistake.
And that Braden River defense once again in the backfield. And that's Aiden Dangler, the senior linebacker out there making another play.
Yeah, he did a great play, just fought off the block. He threw the receiver aside. And
when you talk about getting behind the chains, that's back-to-back plays, back-to-back drives, and now you've got 3rd down and about 18 yards to go. You're going to need a big play, and when you need a big play on this Palmetto offense, I'm looking at number 1. And he's double covered, bumped over in the middle by a linebacker. He's got Rock Lodge at midfield, though, and a pretty good throw that time by Smith to get it out to the open man.
Yeah, that's a nice read. Dropped it in there.
Great job of adjusting to that ball, though, by Lodge.
Great job. Take his body to the ball. Take your eyes to the ball.
Critical conversion.
Nice catch. Big first down for Palmetto.
48-yard line. And Thomas with the handoff. Pop just as he gets past midfield.
Marcus Waiters and 23. Cameron Anderson. Good play there. That's Waiters on the big hit.
That was Waiters again.
Yes.
And Xander Smith got an open man. And that's Malik Calloway at the top of your screen out there. And he's going to have another Tiger first down. And with 5:58 to go, the Tigers are on the move, Coach.
Yeah, they're moving the ball now.
This is the most offense that we've seen out of this Palmetto team the entire second half.
Braden River D-line looks a little winded right now. Palmetto's starting to stick it in there.
And that time,
Stansel.
Nice running.
Evan Stansel.
That's Stansel that time again. Able to get positive yards on first down.
And Braden River calls a timeout because they were getting winded. I said that right before the play. You could see it. The D-line wasn't even up in their stance when they snapped the ball that time. So
and we talked about their depth.
Yeah,
here we go into the later stages of the ball game into the fourth quarter. You know, Palmetto's putting a little bit of pressure on them, and you can see the difference now. But I'll tell you what, that defense for Braden River, it was only a few plays ago. They were living in the backfield. Yeah. I think this is an outstanding timeout, though, by Coach Kurt Bradley.
Yeah.
And we're starting to see, again, the different running backs that Palmetto has trying to get in this ball game between Devon Thomas, between Evan Stansel, Rock Lodge out on the, split out wide. But we haven't seen those receivers making plays downfield yet. $5:35 and counting to go in the ball game. Smith out of the shotgun. Stansel at running back. Fake the handoff. He's got a receiver wide open, and it's Adonis Moise.
On the wheel route.
Wow.
Nice throw, good
And
route,
you talk
nice
about
play.
a necessary score with 5:24 remaining. Let's take another look. Nobody on him.
Yeah, he just ran a little wheel route off of the out cut, and Xander threw it early, threw it on time, put it in a good spot.
And when the Tigers needed it most, they get their best offensive drive of the entire ball game.
Yes. And right
Brandon
now,
Gonzalez on to attempt the extra point to bring this thing within 3. And he's got it. So with 5:24 remaining in this ball game, Coach, Palmetto creeps closer down to a 20-7 deficit, 20-17 deficit. So putting a little bit of pressure back on that Braden River offense now to get out there,
Get some first
and
downs.
take some time off that clock, get a couple first downs.
yeah, this is the typical 4-minute drill that teams do. I'm sure Coach Sanders has done this in practice with his offense, where you want to go out, use every second between plays, run the clock down, get a first down or 2 first downs, and run out the clock. That's what they're going to be trying to do. Palmetto, on the other hand, they're going to be coming out trying to knock the ball loose, get the ball back.
Well, they don't need to take any unnecessary chances. Plenty of time here with 5:24. You don't want to pick up any boneheaded penalties trying to dislodge that ball from a ball carrier. And Gonzalez is going to tee this thing up at the 40-yard line.
I think it's a little too early to start thinking onside kick. I figure he'll just kick it in the end zone. Put Braden River at the 20 if that's what.
Edwards and Holloman back deep for the River.
Short
And that's
kick.
going to be a short kickoff. Holloman takes it at the 15. And
Nice play.
nice tackle in the open field.
Great play. Christian Dozier, number 43.
Wraps him up and slings him down.
Good open field tackle.
And that's going to be spotted right at the 20-yard line. So with 5:19 left to go in this ball game, a 3-point game. 20-17, Braden River over Palmetto. Braden River gets the ball first down and 10 at their 20-yard line.
Braden
They're
River,
not lining up in that unbalanced tight formation.
They do have an extra offensive lineman in there, though.
And it's going to be Pinder right behind that extra offensive lineman. He's going to be stacked up at the line of scrimmage, if not behind it. No gain on the play.
Kyrie Marshall was right there and made a nice play.
Not his first great play.
Got off
Right
the block.
off the edge.
Derek Foster also getting involved there, number 31.
Second down and 10.
Here's where Coach Sanders is trying to control the tempo by not giving the play till late, make sure they use up the clock. Well, it looks like they're going to call a timeout.
And they waited until that clock ticked all the way down as well before they did call that timeout. You could see Trier looking on over to Coach Sanders. 4:37 now in the ball game. Positive play for Palmetto. That's exactly what they needed to see on first down from their defense. So this becomes that chess match. We're looking at the clock. We're looking at the down and distance, the formation. They need 10 yards, 2 plays to get it. You want to burn clock, but right now the more critical thing is hitting that first down.
Both teams now will have 2 timeouts left, I believe.
Scoreboard's hard to tell.
Scoreboard says 3-1, but I thought Palmetto's called one earlier in the second half.
And Braden River's timeout. Got Palmetto back on the field now. And here we go. 4:37 left to go in the ball game. Second down and 10.
They're in the unbalance again.
And there we go. Pinder, right side. Pinder with room, and Pinder out past the 25-yard line. And he's going to put this thing down in a 3rd down and very manageable. And boy, Palmetto with everything on the line, you know they're going to run that football, dragging defenders for at least 3 to 4 yards. Big down right here.
I think that would come under the captain obvious.
That it's a big down?
It is a big down, yes.
Not quite ball game yet, but big down. And Pinder's going to be stacked up at the line of scrimmage. Outstanding job by that Palmetto defense. He'll lose yards on that play. It's going to be 4th down for Braden River. And when they needed it most,
I think it's Kyrie.
It is Kyrie Marshall in there.
Over there,
also
6. Jamil Williams, number 6, was in there. There was a pile of people there. Couldn't really see who else was involved.
Thought I saw 33 in there as well.
That could be Isaiah Jackson, 33, if it was.
There he goes now. Moe's back to receive that punt. Here comes the punt team on for Braden River. It looked for a minute like they're not going to go for this.
Now, you got to remember they ran a fake earlier, so.
Not the time for a fake punt. Not with 3:22 and pinned deep in your own side of the field. Moe stands at his own 39-yard line. Ruse punts it away. Pretty decent punt. High. Moe's backs away from it. And that ball is going to be down just outside or just inside the 35-yard line. Connor Casea.
So you got 3-minute drill here, 3 minutes and 6 seconds. 66 yards.
Up.
66 yards.
Just how you drew it up if you're Coach Marino.
Or if you're Coach Bradley, just how you drew it up, you hold them here and win the game.
Win with your defense.
Put it on your defense.
But you got to appreciate this. Long-time district rivals. First game that they've played in a couple of years now together, and we shouldn't expect anything less other than for this game to go down to the wire, and it's giving us just that.
Yeah.
Smith. Thomas with a handoff. Thomas to the left side. Thomas with room. Thomas out to midfield. First down, Palmetto. One of his best runs of the evening, Coach.
The best run of the evening probably for Palmetto. Made a nice cut there. Jump cut to the outside out of the hole. Made the tackler miss.
And Palmetto hurries back to the line of scrimmage here. We still got 2 minutes, just under 3 minutes, 2:59. He steps out of bounds to stop that clock. No need to hurry up. And Thomas again with the handoff from Smith, and he'll be dragged down right at the line of scrimmage that time.
Stancil that time on the carry.
Looks like Micah Fed in there as well for the defense to bring him down.
The clock is running now. So Palmetto's got 2:30 left. They're inside the 50. It's definitely 4-down territory.
2nd down and 10. Open receiver. And Callaway with the ball. Callaway still going.
Wow. He just ran over the defensive
Callaway
back.
inside the 35, down to the 33-yard line. 1st down and 10, Palmetto, and they are moving.
Clock will stop while they move the chains, and Palmetto's getting a play from the sideline already, trying to get set up so they can save as much of the time as possible. Good read by Xander on that one. They kind of jumped the bubble down here to the slot receiver, and he snuck in behind him.
And Thomas with a handoff goes left. Nothing up the middle, and Thomas with positive yards.
Good cut.
Great cut to the outside to pick up something when there was nothing up the middle.
It was a great cut to the outside, but an even better cut at the end of the run to get north and south and get 4 yards.
An extra, I was going to say 3, there you go, 4.
Rather than always try to outrun the defense and maybe getting caught from behind for no gain.
And Palmetto takes a timeout. You got to think they have one more left. I believe that's their 2nd timeout. The scoreboard still says...
They said they have 2 left.
2.
Maybe it does. We'll find out.
And now we talked about the leg of Bruno Roos for Braden River High School. We've made mention also Brandon Gonzalez, another outstanding kicker for Palmetto High School. You got to believe that we're creeping into Brandon Gonzalez's range here.
Well, he made a 40-yarder earlier in the game. That was a 40-yarder he made with plenty of distance. So I would say with the wind at his back like it is tonight, even though it's let up a little bit now, they're pretty close to his range right now. He'd be looking at 45 right now.
44, 45,
Yeah.
exactly.
Now, that's doable for him, but I'm sure they'd rather get it in there closer.
A little bit. I'm sure they'd rather punch it in.
Yeah, that's true.
And that's Stancil, and he'll be brought down just past the line of scrimmage. That looked like Miles Holman, number 99.
Yeah, he ran that down from the backside, unblocked, made a nice play.
Third down and a long 4 to go for the Palmetto Tigers. 1:38 and counting to go in the ball game, down 3. And this crowd is getting into it. Smith, and he's got Callaway on the outside.
First down.
And that's going to be good enough, as you said, Coach, for a first down for Palmetto. Stop that clock at 1:26, and now getting into more sure field goal range here, but plenty of time to maybe get this thing in the end zone.
Yeah, they've done a good job with the clock so far in this drive.
Outstanding job of clock management and play calling. Thomas with the carry. He's got a hole. Thomas breaks a tackle, and Thomas inside the 15, down to the 13-yard line. It's going to be close to another first down. Second down and about one. Clock ticking, 1:04 and counting.
Another great run by Thomas. He's got fresh legs.
And here he goes again, bounces out left. Thomas cuts it back up, picks up the first down. It's going to be first down and goal to go for the Palmetto Tigers with 48 seconds to go in the ball game, down 3. This is what we expect.
If they really have 2 timeouts left, I'd think about using one, and it looks like they're going to do that right here. Because after the first down, it'll stop on the clock.
And that'll start going again.
But it'll start up again, right?
Your full complement of downs here available to you.
Yeah.
Throw those chains and those sideline markers to the ground because you don't need them anymore. This is goal to go.
You got 48 seconds. That's plenty of time to run 4 plays or 3 plays and a field goal. You save that last timeout they have there to stop the clock for the field goal if they need it. So they can run the ball, they can throw the ball, they got all their options available.
You know, you get that same vibe earlier when Braden River just controlled the line of scrimmage and they were driving that ball down the field, hammering Pinder into it, great positive yards. It's kind of flipped over now to that Palmetto offense, and Thomas, several outstanding runs on this drive. Stancil with a couple nice runs, and it looks like that Palmetto offensive line is now taking charge a little bit late in this game.
I think the more visible thing is Stancil and Thomas having fresh legs. Look like they're running faster than the rest of the guys on the field at the moment, and that's when he hasn't had 25 carries. He's fresh.
Rock Lodge and Moise and Callaway to the bottom of your screen. Lang to the top. Thomas in the backfield. And it's going to be to Lang in the end zone. Lang, touchdown, Palmetto.
He's calling a penalty over there. He got a flag down.
We've got a flag down on the field.
And
that was a great pass from Xander Smith to Zamarian Lang. Flag down. He may have had a push off. Let's see.
I hope that's not called interference on offense because that was very minimal contact and a very athletic play.
Offensive pass interference is the call.
Wow.
The crowd likes it. I can guarantee you that Palmetto sideline does not. And you can see the coaches out on the field right now not happy.
Well, now you got to just not get another penalty. You still have a chance if you don't get a 15-yarder here.
That's a good point to make.
Got to have composure.
Don't compound this, but now the ball
Correct.
placed back at the 23-yard line. So it's going to be goal to go from there.
I don't agree with that call at all.
Same setup with the same 3 receivers to the bottom of your screen. Lang to the top, Thomas in the backfield. Smith looks at the sideline.
They still got plenty of time. They got 44 seconds. They should be first down, shouldn't it? Not second. Well, that's not loss of down. Shouldn't be.
And Smith looks towards the end zone. He's got a man. It's overthrown.
He stumbled.
He tried to get that ball out there to number 1, Adonis Moise.
I think he stumbled. I think he had him, and he couldn't jump. It looked like he lost his footing.
Moise definitely broke open in that end zone, but I think you're right. The way he was angled back with his body, it looked like he did slip on that grass a little bit or stumble.
The ball was a little high, but he couldn't jump because he was stumbling, and then I think he may have gotten a hand on it, but it was close. I think they've changed it back to second down again now.
It should be second down now.
Yeah, I think they corrected it.
That was a first down touchdown. Penalty moves it back. That was first down. Second down, and goal to go from the 23-yard line. And here we go. Smith. And Smith once again looking end zone, pulls up short, over the head and behind Zamarian Lang. He had him for big yards there. If nothing else, that would have made it a much easier field goal.
Yeah,
33 seconds left, third down.
Tried to check it down to the shallow. He had a lot of grass out in front of him if he gets the ball out in front. He threw it behind him.
So now, Coach, you want to take your shot in the end zone here, or are you looking to get more yards to make it a more manageable field goal for Brandon Gonzalez? You got to think that they're going to go short here.
You don't have to go to the end zone. You might get close enough. You go for it on fourth down.
Don't be surprised.
What you don't want to do is throw an interception or take a sack.
And it's a keeper with Smith. Xander Smith makes a man miss, and Smith is going to be wrapped up by that Braden River defense just outside the 15-yard line. A little bit better shot at that field goal, however. You can see what the coaching staff for Palmetto was thinking.
Yeah.
They didn't want an incomplete pass. They wanted to get positive yards, and that's the third time that we've seen Xander Smith keep that ball, at least the third time, and get positive yards. So now Brandon Gonzalez on to kick the game-tying field goal. And where are they spotting that ball? At the 17-yard line, a 34-yard field goal attempt for Brandon Gonzalez. Timeout, Braden River.
Did I say something about this game might come down to a kick in the beginning of the game? I think
you did.
And how is Laura Gonzalez feeling right now?
You know what? We don't see Brandon's mom down there. I don't see her right now, but I guarantee you she's got at least a couple of mixed emotions, but that's her boy out there.
We may not see her because she may be on the Palmetto side.
This is exciting, though. You know, the first game that we've got here on MSTV, it couldn't be much better than this.
We might have our first overtime here if he can make this.
Why not? Lightning delay. Let's get some extra football. And here we go, the Braden River crowd on its feet. Brandon Gonzalez from 34 yards out. Smith with the hold.
DeAndre Berry, the center, is the long snapper. They're trying to ice him. Timeout, Braden River.
That first timeout was Palmetto. I was mistaken. This timeout now Braden River.
Yeah.
So both teams.
He's trying to ice him.
Nice job right here.
DeAndre Berry will be the snapper for Palmetto. We talked earlier about how important that is. And earlier kick, we had a little bit of a wide snap, and Xander kind of mishandled it, but got it up so that Gonzalez could make the kick. So you got to keep an eye on that snap here. He's a sophomore, Berry, who first year as a starter. So this is a big thing, big play for him.
Got to have all three elements come together right here. The snap, the hold, and the kick.
And the protection. 4 elements.
Good point.
The wind's pretty much died down. There's a slight breeze at his back. It's going to be a 34-yarder to tie the game.
The crowd once again on their feet. 3 seconds to go in the ball game. Palmetto down by 3. Brandon Gonzalez to try to tie this thing up. A little movement up front there. Barry gets it back. Smith gets it down, and Gonzalez puts
Wow,
it through.
clutch.
And with zeros on the clock, that silences the Braden River crowd, and Palmetto has tied this ball game up at 20. We're headed to extra football, Coach.
What a clutch kick by Brandon Gonzalez.
And again, clutch snap, clutch hold, good protection.
Good protection, the whole
All
unit.
4 phases.
Yep.
There you go.
And to do that, like I said, we might have this game come down to a kick. It looks like we just did. Now we're going to overtime.
And you got to give credit to Palmetto. Down 10 points. I mean, pretty much midway through the fourth quarter, it wasn't looking good. The way that Braden River was controlling that line of scrimmage, burning clock. But Palmetto, when the game was on the line, shifted it into another gear. Big plays all around.
And even more importantly, when they thought they had won the game, and they got the bad call against them, which I thought was a bad call, not lose their composure, come back out, get back in position, kick the field goal. I mean, that was a big growth moment for them, I think, as a unit.
Yeah, you made that point at the time. You could see the coaches coming out of the field, none too happy. We've been there. We understand how that is on the sideline.
Not me. I've never gotten upset at an official.
Oh, yeah, well, that makes one of us. Oh, I've got a story to tell you one day off the air at Riverview, but let's just say Keith McMahon to this day really holds it against me. But
I've been kicked out of more games as a fan than I have as a coach, though, in 30 years. So
I don't think I've been kicked out, period. I got somebody else kicked out. Obviously, we know who that is now, but all good. And fined, I might add. So my bad, Keith. So overtime. And it's extra football here at Braden River. And this crowd has suddenly gone silent. They were stomping the stands here a few minutes ago, making a lot of noise, as they should have. But the Tigers have silenced that.
looks like the Lakewood Ranch Cardinal Mooney game was 37-23 with 11 minutes left the last time we got an update. That's Lakewood Ranch leading 37-23, I believe.
And Lakewood Ranch in Palmetto's district. 4S District 13, along with Manatee High School. And Manatee High School leading earlier as well.
Yes.
So Palmetto trying to stay pace with the other two teams in that three-team district tonight.
We cannot get it. We do not have any access up here to up-to-date scores. So
it's probably that lightning strike that happened earlier that delayed this game. That mythical lightning strike knocked out the communications across eastern Manatee County.
All right.
And here comes a coin toss. 4 captains for Braden River and just 1 for Palmetto.
Now you have these coin tosses. You want the other team to go first with the ball.
That way you know what you've got to do when you get on offense.
And if the other team doesn't score, you know you only need a field goal. You can kick it and get out of there. So you want to go second, ideally, if you get the choice. So you'll defer and let them take the ball and choose the end of the field that you're going to.
Well, that'll tell us who wins this coin toss.
Probably be able to tell by the reaction of the players.
And Jamil Williams calls it.
Looks like Palmetto won the toss.
Not a lot of reactions from either side to give us any indication as to who won that toss, but it does look like, based on the conversation, they're getting the direction they want to go. And Palmetto wins.
It's good to see so many people stick around after the rain delay or came back after the lightning delay, I should say, since it never rained. Still a good crowd here.
Yeah,
Pretty
it looked like a
raucous
few
crowd.
cars peeling out of the parking lot, but when you look down at the crowd compared to the first half, it really doesn't look substantially different on any level.
It's a little more sparse, I think, on the visitor side. Most of the Braden River fans came back.
Maybe it'll make it easier for you to get out of there. Is that where you parked?
Yeah, that is where I parked.
And from the 10-yard line,
So Palmetto will be on defense.
Palmetto's going to be on defense first. And here comes the Braden River offense led by quarterback Nick Trier.
If you're Braden River, the way your offensive line's played and the way Pinder's run, you got to like a game when you put it inside the 10-yard line. You got to feel real comfortable with that.
And in the second half, they have had a lot of success running that football with Pinder.
And they got that jumbo unit out there with the extra offensive linemen. The wide receivers they have are big physical wide receivers.
Kuntz, Kawcheck on the right-hand side.
And they're going
to throw that football. And Trier,
touchdown.
He's got Kawcheck in the end zone. Or that's Kuntz. Kuntz for the touchdown.
It's the same
play, 10 yards, touchdown Braden River.
The same play they ran in the first half and scored on, I believe. Play action out of that. Nice throw, nice call.
Cravante Kuntz with the big play, first play in overtime.
They're thinking about going
Roos
for 2.
is coming off the field, it looks like.
They're thinking about going for 2, it looks like.
It's what I'm guessing by, but the kicker's now going back with his tee in hand. A little confusion by Braden River.
I don't think the coaches were sure he got in the end zone. They weren't sure he got in the end zone.
That was a touchdown.
Yeah, I think we could see it, but I don't think from the ground level the coaches could see who he's in.
And Jackson Wilson, good job holding that snap, and that ball looked like it might have been deflected. Flag down on the play. Did they make contact with Roos?
It looked like they had contact, and then I think the ref threw a hat for a second penalty.
I mean, if that's roughing the kicker, that's going to push Palmetto back.
Another penalty on Braden River.
Late flag.
I think there was 2 of them on Braden River there. It looked like a roughing the kicker on Palmetto, and then I saw the ref throw his hat after he threw his flag. And then as they were running off, somebody must have said something, and another ref threw a flag.
Boy, Palmetto really hoping that both penalties won't be against them.
Well, either team, when you're talking about the 10-yard line, half the distance twice is going to put the ball in a 2.5 if it's 2 penalties against one team.
Well, you don't want to start off at the 25 either.
No. I'm sure the first one was on Palmetto for roughing.
It's what it looked like. But the second flag, there was only
Braden River players
around the referee.
And he looked at the Braden River player and it ran by him, so I'm assuming it was not him.
So I'm guessing you're going to probably see running into the kicker, personal foul, and then unsportsmanlike conduct, basically offsetting.
Now, if they're both on one team, you might have 2-1, so one would get.
Well, it looks to me like it's going to be roughing against Palmetto.
Roughing, but then that white hat came out for one penalty, and then another ref threw a flag for another penalty. The white hat threw his flag and his hat. On
you see that when somebody runs out of bounds.
Yeah, but I think he ran out of flags. A lot of laundry on the field. He's going to explain it to Coach Bradley.
Here we go.
And we'll be able to
going out to Coach Bradley now to talk about this. And we got somebody else going on over to see the Palmetto sideline. Another official. And again, Braden River taking a 27-20 lead here in overtime at home against the Palmetto Tigers.
Unfortunately, we don't have the refs mic'd up, so we won't ever hear a real explanation of what happened here, I don't think. But he's taking a long time talking to Coach Bradley. And so I have a feeling that at least one of those, maybe 2 of those, are going against them from his reaction.
I think it's going to be good touch.
Extra point, good.
Extra point's good. Personal foul.
Dead ball.
Unsportsmanlike. Against Braden River.
No, against, yeah.
1 penalty?
I think the other 2 might have offset.
They must have
offset, and then
you still call those penalties if you're the official out there and say that they offset.
You would
it
think
looks
so.
to me like they talked about the roughing penalty, decided that it wasn't running into
Okay.
a roughing, and then they threw the unsportsmanlike based on whatever was said.
So Palmetto is going to start at the 5-yard line. That's a break.
That's a big break. Palmetto now first down from the 5-yard line, goal to go. Smith. And it looks like Stansel's got that ball, powers his way down to the 1-yard line.
No.
Well, maybe not that far, excuse me.
No, he just got back to about the line of scrimmage.
Oh! And they're getting Stansel off the field now. What is going on out there? Looks like Stansel lost a shoe, or somebody did. There's going to be a loss in the play, actually.
Wow.
Loss of a yard.
Yeah.
Devon Thomas in the backfield along with Smith.
Palmetto only has 10
Lang
players.
in motion.
Palmetto only has 10 players on the field. They got to call timeout. They only got 10 on the field.
You think
Timeout, Palmetto.
when Stansel left the field, that would have been a good indicator.
Well, the running back came in, but there was another receiver went out, I think.
Palmetto timeout.
It looked to me like there was some jawing going on in there maybe, and the Palmetto teammates pulled Stansel out of that pile there.
And that's why he was yanked to the ground by his own teammates, just getting him separated there. Looked
Yeah.
like a shove from where we were sitting.
Right, but it was probably one of his own teammates doing it. Got 2nd and goal from the 6.
That Braden River crowd making some noise again. 2nd down and goal to go from the 6-yard line.
The last time they had Rock out here on his own, he went in motion and they ran a jet sweep to him. There it is.
Rock Lodge on the jet sweep, fakes it. And it's Smith. Got a little bit of room out there, looks back across
That's
the field,
intercepted.
and it's a short pass.
Oh,
He
my
had
goodness.
Lang wide open in the end zone, had to throw back across his body.
That's an
3rd
impossible throw.
Down and 6.
That's a throw you can't try to make. I mean, that should have been intercepted.
Could have been, should have been.
He tried to throw it from the right numbers back to the left sideline.
And now Palmetto, knowing they need a touchdown, you talk about the advantage again of going on defense first. They know they need 7.
Right.
There's no such thing as a field goal here for Brandon Gonzalez.
And you know you don't have to score on this play. If you want to run the ball, you can run it. If you don't get in, you still have one more play. So
2 plays to get 6.
Palmetto's in double tight now.
And it's Thomas with a handoff. Thomas is going to be brought down in the backfield. Another loss on the play. The Braden River defense rising up. Looked like Micah Fed in there.
It's Waiters. Waiters 6.
again.
Yeah. He's been the player of the game for the Braden River
Marcus
defense.
Waiters with a big stop in the backfield for Braden River. And now we've got 4th down and goal to go from the 7-yard line.
What a stand by the Braden River defense after having that penalty
Took
and
the words
starting
out
the
of my
5-yard
mouth.
line.
The penalty gets them half the distance and they drive them back. Play of the game.
We're going to delay a game here on Palmetto. They're not going to get it off. Oh, they just barely got it off.
And Smith look at end zone. Smith has got a receiver, and it's going to extend it. It's going to be incomplete. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is your ball game. As the Pirates storm their home field, and Palmetto walks off, but you got to give credit to this Palmetto Tiger team and the way they battle back from a 10-point deficit in the 4th quarter. And wow, what an exciting game. First game ever broadcast here on Manatee Schools Television. Not district rivals, but inter-county rivals, and a heck of a matchup.
Yeah, well, great game, great finish. Looks like a Braden River player got hurt on the last play out of bounds there. The trainers are going over to take a look at them.
And as the players take the field and go to the opposite ends, your final score from the river. It's the Braden River High School Pirates 27 and the Palmetto Tigers 20. And I got to tell you, Chris, I had a blast with this game tonight. It was good to get back in the saddle, get out here on the football field and smell the smells and see the sights.
Yep, it was great. Had a good time. Look forward to next week.
And as we look forward to next week on MSTV, we're going to have Parish Community Bulls visiting the Bayshore Bruins.
Your
Both
alma
got a little
mater.
connection with that Bayshore program. You look at the Braden River football schedule up next. They've got Lakewood Ranch, and Palmetto is going to be taking on Riverview down in Sarasota. Excuse me, that's going to be at Palmetto. So a home game for Palmetto next week against Riverview, and Lakewood Ranch on deck for Braden River. And that's going to do it. Again, your final score for Braden River High School, it's the Braden River Pirates 27 and the Palmetto Tigers 20. And for all the staff at MSTV, for the students in the Braden River High School TV and production class led by Miss Abby Plummer, we appreciate the help that everybody had in putting this first game together, and we're looking forward to maybe a few less issues as we get into our second game next week at Bayshore. So for Chris Conboy, this is Skip Wilhoit, and everybody else that's been involved in this broadcast, we want to wish you a great night and a great holiday weekend. See you next week.